This conference will now be recorded.
Hey guys, David again with kvCore. We're going to go over the kvCore platform that's going to be rolling out to all the agents December 2nd. That is your projected live date, is to go live on December 2nd. So today, what I want to do is give you an insight into what you're getting. Now, before I get into the platform, I just want you to know that kvCore as a company, we have a little over 200,000 users. Companies like Key Realty, Wycott Realty, EXP Realty, Russell Realty, Fathom. These are some pretty large brands. These are some of the companies right now that use our system. These are just a few of many other companies that use our system today. Um, this is typically considered to be a high-end product. When we get phone calls from agents to buy this platform, we charge them $500 a month to use this. So you guys are getting a very, very kick-butt platform, at least in my opinion. I might be a little bit partial, but you're getting a very strong platform, a very in-demand platform, and it's going to be very exciting for all of you. The three things that we focus on when we provide a platform for a brokerage is we want to make sure that the agents are going to be well taken care of in three different categories. So if anybody's taking any notes, these are the things that we're going to be focusing on when it comes to helping out the agents. Number one is empowering each one of you. We want each one of you to have really everything at your disposal. So you feel like no matter how long you've been in real estate, if you're brand new or if you're a 30-year veteran, that you have the tools that you need to run your business your way. The second thing that we're going to focus on is automation. Automation is important if you're a busy realtor. If you have children, whatever the scenario is, if you're a busy person, you need automation. Automation not only makes it easy for you to stay relevant with consumers, it also helps you do a better job at managing your past clients and your referral network as well. So if you guys are on vacation, on a cruise, at a closing, who knows what the scenario is, automation is going to really save you guys a lot of time. And the last thing that we're going to focus on is streamlining. We have a lot of agents on this call. A lot of people are doing a lot of different things. We want to provide you all a platform that can tie into everything that you're doing today, so you have one place to go on a daily basis versus 3 or 4 different places to go. Okay, that is the foundation of what this call is going to be based on. So the first thing we're going to talk about with you guys is the website. Every agent is going to get their own site. We're taking care of the company, but every agent is going to get what I'm showing you right now. These are just some examples of what we provide to you. Now, the reason this is important to understand is because if you've ever been with other brokerages, you know that most brokerages don't really give you a really strong website. They give you a very basic site. And if you've used other companies like Boomtown or Commissions Inc., then you know that every agent site looks like the company site. Everything is a spitting image of what the company does. With our sites, everybody can take ownership of the site and personalize it. So for example, this gentleman right here has a video. Okay, if you want to put a video on your website, you can do that. If you want a still image on your website like Adam has or Scott has, you can do that too. If you want to change the colors, you can do that. What you cannot do is you can't take off the company branding. So the company logo is always going to be on here. However, these sites are going to be essentially your new site that you can use in all your marketing. If any of you have your own domain names that you want to use, you can use your own domain name to point to the site as well. So we're really trying to give you guys the best kind of website that you need to run your business. Now, some of the minor details of the website. For those of you that are tech savvy, there is room to do some customization here. If somebody here knows what HTML is, great. This is going to be your playground. If you don't, that's fine too. If you want to learn about it, we can help you. The point is that each one of you really has a website that you can play with, you can customize, you can personalize, you can put your past clients, all your past sales on there, your testimonials. It's all going to be IDX driven. So of course, when they go onto the website, we're providing a site that's going to help you guys generate leads. All the leads that you agents generate from your personal websites go to you and you only. Everything that you generate off of your site goes to you. Okay, you can see here that I'm pulling up all the properties in Cleveland. Shortly, you'll see some lead capture come down. That's how our sites work. They're all designed to give consumers lots of information, and more importantly, it's designed to brand you on every single listing if they're on your site, and also to generate you leads. Now, so for those of you that care about lead generation, let me get you excited about two really neat things that we do here. First of all, we verify the quality of the lead. We are actually verifying that these are real people. We use a third party called Cold Realty Data to verify the validity of the information. So unfortunately, Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse won't be buying a home in Cleveland anytime soon through you guys. Also, another attention to detail. If you notice, there's only 3 things we're asking for with regards to the lead capture: email, Facebook, and Google. If I type in my email address, golfismylife 904@gmail.com, look what happens. Now it wants my phone number. That's done strategically, because if you put up too much information or you require too much info, you're going to scare people away. So less is always more. And the reason we don't ask them for their first name and last name is because we're verifying their information. So where are we going to get their name when they become a lead? We don't need to ask it from them. So our lead generation tactic is very methodical. It comes from 20 years of experience, and it's very successful. So you're all going to have lead generation on your personal websites. We even have home valuation features as well. No, we don't give them a CMA because that would put you in a bad position. But yes, we are feeding their appetite by giving them some basic information about what's for sale in the area and giving them some basic information about their home. So for those of you that are really trying to focus on generating more seller leads for themselves, or really get into the seller's market more, this is a fantastic tool to put on your email signature and your business card. Find out your home's value in 30 seconds at mywebsite.com. So those are some of the main features with regards to the website. Like I said before, once this goes live and everybody has their account, then you can go back in there and you could change it, you could add stuff to it, personalize it as well. If you ever need help, you guys will have access to my support team to help you. Now, the reason that we want to provide you a website is because it's imperative that if you're running a successful business, whatever's happening on the front is going right into the back. So this is the back office right here. Every agent's going to have exactly what I'm showing you right now. This is your back office that manages everything and everybody. First and foremost, you can see here, whatever's happening on my website, I can see it right here in real time. This is activity on my site. This is a seller. You can see here everything that's happening in real time. Emails and text messages will be funneled into here as well. So yes, they're still going to your phone, but they're also being copied in here. So you have one place to see everything that's happening in your business. If you want to call Grant Morton, I can just press call right there and it'll load up a dialer. It'll call him right through my cell phone. It'll ring my cell phone and then call the buyer. I can log the call. I can schedule future phone calls here to this buyer. If I want to send them a text message about this property, I just hit text. It already has a link to the property with a picture of the property in the text. So we're talking about making things easy, guys. This is right here from the front page. Now, the most important feature that every agent on this call is going to be utilizing is going to be the CRM. For those of you that have Lion Desk and Follow Up Boss and Top Producer and whatever else is out there, you don't need it. You can cancel it, get all your leads into a CSV file, get them organized, and hold on to those suckers, because on December 2nd, we'll take them from you. Okay, this is where we can manage everything, and this does more than all those companies combined. Let me show you the one thing that none of those companies can do. Let's say I want to send a text message to all my clients. Let's say I want to find all my sphere of influence, and I want to send them a text message wishing them a happy Thanksgiving, because it's a holiday season right now. So I could go right here and hit mass text and send happy Thanksgiving. And no, they're not all going to see who's receiving the text. It goes out to each person individually. And yes, I can insert their name if I want to. But right there, I could send a text message out to 50 or 100 people in one shot. And that's my sphere of influence. If I want to do the same thing, but maybe I also want to add my past clients. Maybe I want to solicit referrals. I can send out a mass email or a mass text message. Maybe I want to send out a newsletter. Maybe I want to send out a video of me personally thanking them, and they can see my gratitude. I can do that all through this system right here. You can't do that with most systems. The mass text messaging can only be done on maybe 2 or 3 companies in the industry, period. That's a big feature for everybody. Also, when I'm looking at my leads here, I actually have data to support it. This is what you miss with those standalone CRMs. I can see what they're doing in real time. I can see all my leads right here and what they're searching for. So if I want to go look at Wesley Harris, I can see what he's doing. Okay, now here's another feature for you. Some of you might work with investors, you might work with a lot of referrals, cash buyers, and maybe you want to stay better organized so you know who's a cash buyer, who's a referral, who's an investor, who's doing a move up or a move down. So we have things called labels, which I'll get into in 2 minutes. But if I want to find all my cash buyers, I just type in hashtag cash buyers, and there's Charles Harrington. He's my cash buyer. Or maybe I want to find all my referrals. So I can just go right here, type in referral, and it pulls up all my referrals as well. So I'll teach you how to do that, but now you have a way to stay better organized and, more importantly, message those people directly through the system. That saves you time and makes you more efficient. Now, a couple more things I'm going to show you here about the CRM, because this is going to be a very important feature for you all to use. Not only can I filter by different stages, sphere, active lead, etc. I could also go in and filter by details of the consumer. Are they a buyer, seller, renter, investor, agent? What labels do I have for them? Where do they come in from? Are these leads from Bergen? Are these leads from Facebook? Is this a personal referral? I could have different sources for how they came into the system. I could also track their behavior. This is a very, very important feature for you. Behavior allows me to filter through my leads based on what they're doing on my site. So if I want to find all my buyers that were active in the last 7 days, I can just go do this right here. So now I'm looking at an audience that's very engaged on my system and people I should probably be reaching out to. And lastly, if I want to save this search, I can hit save filters and create and call this 7 days out, or 7 days active, excuse me. So I can now create save searches. So when I log into the platform, I don't have to go and do the same process every time. I just go right up to here and I click on my filter, I hit saved, and there's 7 days active. Now, let's go ahead and get into a lead. I'm going to search for my referrals again, and you're going to see Charles Harrington come up. Let's take a look at Charles. So now, guys, we're going to be focusing on streamlining and the automation. When you have people coming into your platform, coming into your website from any avenue, Zillow, Facebook, Instagram, friend of a friend, family, etc. Depending on if they are a buyer, a seller, or a client, we will automatically begin the nurturing process with these people. And this is what I was talking about with regards to automation. You do not need to turn this on. Yes, you can turn it off, and yes, you can customize it, but no, you do not have to press any buttons to make sure that this is initiated. So if you're out and about, this is still going to happen regardless. We will do 3 things for you when it comes to nurturing your lead. We will send out text messages automatically for you. We will send out emails automatically for you. And to help you stay on top of your clients, we will remind you, we will create call tasks for you to remind you to call your leads. This will happen for the next 23 months. Without you doing anything, this is going to be nurturing your leads automatically. And like I said before, you can edit the content, and you could also turn it off if you need to. If these people become a client, it automatically turns off. Now, I can also see what they're looking at. Most of you can't do that today. So now I can see what they've looked at, when they did it. I can text them and email them right here directly about the property. And if I'm hitting text on a property, it'll always have content written for you without you doing anything. Okay, now let's get a little bit deeper into the system. The MLS, search alerts, right here. So if I want to set up my buyer for a search alert, I can do that right through here. They want to buy a home in Cleveland, great, let's go here. Maybe they want to buy a home in a certain part of Cleveland. Maybe we need to use the polygon to draw out where they want to live. So I can go right here, just like you do right now in the MLS, but I'm doing it now through kvCore. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm streamlining the system here, and I'm giving you one platform to use versus 2 or 3. I can customize what they want. They want a basement. They want to live on a golf course. They want a 2-story house, 2-car garage, etc. I can do that right here. All the basic stuff: bedroom, bathroom, square feet, year built, frequency. If I want to put the spouse in there, I can put the spouse in there. For those of you that are working with couples that don't see eye to eye, you can set up 2 searches here: one for the husband, one for the wife. So you have the ability to do all this through the system, and our information updates all day throughout the day. The MLS is updating their data with us every 30 minutes to an hour. Usually it's every 30 minutes. So your information here that's going out is very current, and it's only active listings. So again, we're streamlining and automating a lot of your processes that you do today. We're putting it into one system. If any of you are working with a lender, any of you have a lender that you want to partner up with on this, you could have notes going back and forth to your lender. Maybe this person wants to spend $500,000. I can make notes here and have that go to my lender just by hitting that button right there. So now the lender is notified to use the system as well to log in. Now, I showed you before the hashtags. Right here is where I create my different labels. Again, we use the term hashtag. You might be comfortable with the term label. It's the same thing. Any verbiage that you want, anything that helps you as individually identify a characteristic about a consumer, buyer, seller, whatever they are, you can put them in here, as many as you want. So I can put an investor, repeat client, referral from Steve, referral from whoever. And then I could always go back into my CRM and search by these hashtags. So if you're working with subdivisions, maybe you want to put a note of the subdivision. So if a new listing comes up in that subdivision, you can do a mass email or a mass text message. That's what the hashtag is. And then, of course, guys, the last thing I'll show you with the CRM, you have all, what they'd search for, how they came to the system. You've got birthday, social media, spouse information. You have that information right there. Okay. So you have all that information right there. So that's the CRM, guys. Now, the next thing I want to get into with you is I want you to see some of the stuff that we do for the marketing for you, specifically with regards to what the listing alerts look like, because I'm assuming some of you want to know what do those emails look like. So right here, you can see screenshots of what those emails are like, and I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it clearer. But we're sending out essentially 3 different emails. One of them is proprietary or unique to us. If a home is reduced in price, they get a separate email with a big picture of the property saying this home has been reduced by X amount of dollars. This is a screenshot of the email they get on a regular basis with the listing alerts and the listing updates. What we do that's unique is that if my wife and I saved a home that we liked in Parma, for example, and that home was taken off the market, this would send them a separate email letting them know this property is off the market. So that's something that's unique, and that will help you create a sense of urgency and automatically. And again, you don't have to do anything to initiate that. It's all done through the kvCore system. Now, one other thing that makes our company unique is we actually are tracking the consumer's behavior. This is very important, especially when you are living in a cold state where people might be doing research for 6 to 8 months and then making their move when the snow is gone and the temperature's up. So what we're doing here is we're actually tracking your leads behavior for you. You can read this to yourselves and just kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. But in a nutshell, we're looking for leads that are showing us characteristics of a hot buyer. And you can read here what some of those characteristics are. And so, for example, if somebody views 10 properties in 1 week, they're obviously very active. You want to act on that. So we'll always notify you when these behaviors are triggered. However, we don't know what you're doing at that time. So our system will send them a text message automatically, and you can read that text message, and it's going to follow up with an email automatically. So between the time it took you to respond to that consumer, however fast it was, we've already contacted them. But if you read the content, it's very specific to what they did on your site. And that's why these have a much higher response rate. Our average response rate on these emails is from 25 to 30%. So these are very successful emails that we do to your clients. And by the way, if you don't want us to do that to your sphere of influence or to your past clients, you could turn that off. So we're really only tracking your leads that you're not engaged with. So you have the control of that. We're going to switch gears, guys, and we're going to jump into one of my favorite things to talk about, which is lead generation. Now, we have two different ways to generate leads. There's the free way and there's the paid way. And we will do a much more in-depth training with you on how to do it the free way. But I just want to give you an overview as with regards to what you're going to get. Every agent's going to get unlimited landing pages. I'll show you in a second what a landing page looks like. Unlimited squeeze pages, which are essentially creating a home search that you can put in Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever. Call capture codes for your sign writers. If anybody's ever seen where they have, text this word to this number to get information, each one of you is going to get that capability. I'll get into the mobile apps towards the end. The lead drop box is very important, guys. I know some of you on this phone call might be paying for leads. You might be working with companies like Zillow or Realtor or OpCity or Homes.com, etc. So the lead drop box allows you as individuals to funnel all of your different lead sources into this system automatically. We work with Zillow. This works with just about any company out there. So any of you that does lead generation, good news is everything's going to be going into one source right now, and that'll be this platform. And it'll all be automated. And the follow-up will still be automated too. Landing pages are hands down the most popular marketing tool right now that people are talking about. Coaches like Tom Ferry and Craig Proctor are always preaching landing pages. Craig Proctor's been doing landing pages for at least 10 years. These right here is a landing page. All this content you see here is custom content. I control what this says. I control what this button says. Buy from Sue. Okay, I can control everything. Maybe I want to have a video. Maybe I want to make this for a listing of mine. Maybe I want to use this to target sellers. This can be whatever you want it to be. You cannot remove the lead capture unless you select a form that doesn't have lead capture, like that one. You can put any content you want. You can put any picture you want. If you're trying to advertise a property, you can put in the MLS number and it'll automatically pull the picture of the property. This is an example right here of what a final product might look like. I did this for somebody in Florida who does a lot of work on pre-construction. So this is an example I made for her. Or for those of you that want to get more seller leads, take a look at this one. That's pretty inviting, not too intrusive. What's your home worth? So if I fill this out, like I'm going to do right now, I put in my home address, look what it does. It's going to take me out of here into your website, into your home valuation page with the lead capture. Okay, and I'll show you one more thing, guys, because this is pretty exciting. Right here is the share button. Maybe I want to post this on my Facebook business page, or maybe I want to post this on different groups on Facebook or in the marketplace. That right there, it's now in Facebook. I just pick where I want to post it, and it's done. There's the ad right there. Or maybe I want to put it in LinkedIn. So I just go right here to LinkedIn. I don't know if my LinkedIn account is connected, but it'll go right into, there it is. It goes right into LinkedIn. So when they click on it, it brings them right back to here. So if anybody wants to learn or is motivated in trying to grow their business or generate a few extra leads, but maybe don't want to spend any money, this system is going to give you the tools that you need to have that done. If you have listings today, this is also a very fun feature. We have all your listings pulled right into the back office right here. And right here, you can filter by your listings. If I want to market my listing right here on Ivy Rock Street, I'm just going to give you a quick appetizer, guys. I can click on my property right here, and I can select right here in a second here what I want to do with this property. So I can text it. I can email it to all my investors, or I can text it to all my cash buyers. I can make a flyer. I can boost it in Facebook. Maybe I just want to post it in Facebook. So if I hit post to Facebook, there it is in Facebook. And when they click on the picture, it takes them right back to your website. Or maybe I want to post it on Craigslist. Watch this. My mouse is on the right-hand side there if you all see that. But you see my mouse isn't moving, but a lot of things are happening on the screen. There's my ad right there on Craigslist. I just hit publish, and now my ad's on Craigslist. And two things important to point out. It generates your leads right there, and it has the IDX compliance right there as well. So there's a lot of different ways, guys. You're going to have ways to generate leads without spending any money, just using the system that you get. The last thing I'm going to show you is the marketplace. The marketplace is unique to our company, and this is why so many other big companies use our system, because a lot of you don't have the time to do this work. You don't want to do it, you don't know how to do it, but you need to grow your business. The marketplace is where you guys are totally empowered to go and make investments into your business. So I'll just give you a couple of examples here. Let's say perhaps one of you wants to get into Google. It doesn't matter how many of you want to do this. You can all do this if you want to. You can go right into here and say, oh, I want to get ads in Google. It tells you here what to expect, tells you here the average cost per lead. There's a short video that walks you through exactly what we're doing. Then you just hit add to kvCore. Any one of you can go in here, set a budget, pick your markets, and then more importantly, pay us directly. And we will advertise you. You don't have to go through Patrick or through Sue. You can go right through the system directly, pay us directly, and generate leads for yourself that are exclusive to you. The keyword there is exclusive to you. You can do that right through there. That's Google. Maybe somebody wants to do Facebook, and maybe one of you is doing a lot of hyper-local marketing in the zip code. There's a 3-minute video that tells you what we do. We do retargeting, so if anybody knows like YLOPO or knows what retargeting is, that's exactly what we're doing with our lead generation tactic. Same exact thing that you hear a lot about right now with retargeting and AI, artificial intelligence. So this tells you this shows you what we do. You click on add to kvCore. You put in your zip code that you want to target. You put in your budget here. Facebook's a little bit less. And then that's it. You pay us directly, and now you guys are generating leads. The average lead volume you get on Facebook, well, the average cost per lead is $5 to $9. So you can just do the math depending on what your budget is. Minimum of $250, and the average cost per lead on Google is $10 to $20. Minimum investment of $500. You guys can do the math on that as well, depending on what your budget is. But anybody can go in here if they want to and buy leads. If anybody built a WordPress website already and they have a really, really beautiful website that's WordPress and they own it outright, you can use it with our plugin right here. Okay. If somebody wants a custom website and you want to have our designers build you something custom, we just charge you a flat fee. You can go right here. You can hit add to kvCore. You can pick what you want to buy here. It gives you all these different options here. It's a flat fee, $6.99. It's a one-time cost, of course. Takes 5 days, and now you got a custom website. So these are things that you don't have to have, but if anybody wants to do that, we don't want you to feel like you have to go elsewhere to get it done. We can provide all those services in-house. If you run your own Facebook ads, perfect. That's what I meant, guys, when I told you in the beginning of this phone call that we're trying to empower you as agents and giving you everything you need out of one place. We're trying to streamline every aspect of your business into one place. And most importantly, we want to automate the tools for you. The last thing I'm going to show you before we wrap it up, guys, is the mobile. The mobile is very powerful. It's something you should be leveraging on all of your interactions. It's something you should be putting on your business cards, the fact that you offer these types of mobile components to consumers. The first thing that we do that's unique is we have our own mobile home search app. This is a national home search app. This rivals companies like Real Scout, Zillow. That's what we're competing with, these big brands. This mobile app, every agent is going to have their own link. It's not going to be branded to you, but what it is going to do is when somebody wants to call or text or email about a property, your contact information comes up as the only point of contact. So you guys will have your own link. Every agent gets their own link. We will do some coaching and get recommendations on how to market yourself, put it on your business cards, etc. Some of the features they have here, they can do GPS search. So if they press near me, everything available around them will come up. They can do Polygon where they can draw with their finger where they want to buy a home. They could have a map view. They could have a list view. This is a great feature to have. Not many companies have a mobile app that's national and that's this robust. You guys now have your own. The second thing we give you is an open house app. For those of you that do a lot of open houses, this is awesome. There are companies today who sell this for $50 just by itself. This is included for every agent. All you do is you type in the MLS number of the open house you're doing. It'll pull up a picture of the property, and then this is your new sign-in sheet on your cell phone. If you want to see what it looks like on an iPad, that's what it looks like on an iPad. Okay, so this is now your mobile app, your mobile sign-in sheet. There are additional questions to ask, like, do you already have an agent? There's some more lead forms that you can add, which are optional, which you can select yourself. You could also request feedback from your open houses. So if you want people to give you any kind of feedback or any kind of notes, you can solicit that right here. If it's overpriced and everybody loves it, but they hate the price, well, we can share that to the seller too. And you can always go back and see whatever, how many open houses you did, how many guests you had, and you can look at all that information. The most important thing about the open house app, guys, is that all the leads that are generated from the open house automatically go into your kvCore account. If you want to have a specific email that goes out to all your open house leads, you can do that, but everything is connected. The last mobile app that I'm going to show you is your mobile CRM. Every agent's going to have a mobile app to download. And by the way, this is good on Android or Apple, it doesn't matter. It's good on anything. But you're going to have your own kvCore mobile app. You will be able to do most of what I showed you in the desktop version in the app. You can't create ads in your mobile app, but as far as tracking what people are doing, seeing what people are doing on the website right now, looking at past emails, looking at past text messages, going through your contacts, all that is available through the system, through the mobile app. One of the best things that we have on the mobile app is a built-in dialer. The dialer is connected to your desktop version. So every day we will tell you who to call, because as I mentioned to you earlier, we create tasks for you. So you can create your own tasks, we will create tasks for you, etc. So if I want to access all my calls today, they're all right here. It tells me here who I have to call today, and then it's gonna show me here, these are the 4 people I'm calling today, and then it calls it automatically. You just press the dial button and it'll show you all the information about the lead, any notes that you've written here, past emails and text messages, they're all there. And then it automatically calls the next person. See, and then you can also disposition the call too. Not home, contacted, bad number. You can schedule follow-up calls, you can make notes. It's all available, guys, on your mobile app. So if you're at an inspection and you want to stay on top of your business, this is very handy here. That's it, guys. That's kvCore. I'm excited for you guys. Again, the launch date is expected to be on December 2nd. You know what? I have one more thing I want to show you. I apologize. I take it back. There was one more thing I wanted to show you. When you're working on the system and you need help on the fly, you have chat. Now, we're going to take care of training you guys as a company. So I'll let my team handle that for you. But I want to let you all know that if you're working on the system, you have chat right here where you can chat our company 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you have a question that you need an answer to and you can't chat and it's a Sunday, support portal has answers to almost every question that our customers have ever asked. So everything from how do I build a landing page to how do I advertise on Facebook to how do I change my website, it could all be done right here. Guys, thank you for your time. I'm going to stop the recording.